game resumed.
Without further ado, in the bottom right corner, playing as the Green Terran from Zone TV, whatever clan that is, it's CowInaPie.
Hey.
You want to do the other one?
Sure. In the top left corner, playing Zerg, it is ArticHydra.
Now, I'm trying, I've seen you a lot on Discord, and by the way, my co-caster right now is Cybercat. I'm glad to have him with me.
You just cut out for me.
Oh, crap! I do that. I cannot cut out from Discord, but I don't cut out from stream. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so with me, co-caster is Cybercat, and he's a newer Starbow player, as we were talking about earlier. But I haven't seen you play that much because I haven't been that active myself. Where on the skill level tree from I don't know what to start with the lowest point there. From total noob to Arthur, where would you place yourself there?
Well, I'm mid-GM in StarCraft 2, so I usually just use mechanics to kind of lift me up, and then I just kind of learn what to do as I play. So I would say I'm definitely up there.
That's impressive. You're 15 and you're GM in StarCraft 2. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, I played it a lot. Way too much.
No, that's fine, dude. I played my whole childhood with StarCraft. It was mostly StarCraft 1 though, but yeah, I played that so much. It was back in my day. We didn't have those fancy ranking systems, so it's kind of hard to say how good I was. And also, we weren't I barely could play on Battle.net. It was mostly just LAN parties and stuff. So I was the best one in my area, but that doesn't really say much.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have CowInaPie is gonna go for. So we saw last game. There's no spoiler. You should see this in order anyway. So last game, CowInaPie went for a timing push with 2 barracks and a +1 attack that ArticHydra was not prepared for. So this time he's gonna probably prepare a little bit better for it, but he's not taking gas. What's your main race, Cyber?
I play Zerg.
You play Zerg. So what do you say to this taking gas this late?
I don't like it. I feel like if you're able to get speed out earlier, you can have map control, which kind of lets you know when the Terran's going to push out, which is something you have to know, just so you know when to place down if you need defensive buildings, when to position your queens, when you need to back up, when you can if you want to counterattack.
It looks like he's going for a more economic focus because you don't need gas for the queens anymore. But I think I agree. I still think you want that early speed. But we're going to see what ArticHydra can do with this. Now, meanwhile, and this is quite interesting, CowInaPie's made a Merc compound, which is really weird because Mercs are designed to be good versus like Dragoons, tanks, those sort of heavy single target units that Zerg doesn't really have. The only unit Zerg has in that regard is the Ultralisk, I can imagine. Maybe Queens. So it's a really weird choice in this matchup, especially this early, to go for it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. People have made Mercs against me maybe twice and did kind of a 2-base push with them, but I just feel like if you can make any amount of spine crawlers, you're just as safe as you can be.
Yeah, and I think even massing Zerglings is fine versus Mercs.
Yeah, massing Zerglings is good.
The only problem is if you add some Firebats in there, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but yeah. Yeah,
but if you think about it, they're going to be hitting later if they want to get the same amount of Firebats, because you need a tech lab to make Mercs, correct? I'm pretty sure. So every Merc that you make could have been another Firebat, so they're going to have less.
Actually, don't need a tech lab. You only need the Merc compound to make a Merc. Yeah.
Well, either way, you could be making Firebats instead of Mercs.
Yeah. Needed the gas and everything. Alright, so we're gonna peek in with a. Oh no, that was just the Overlord. But he sees the. It's not really a push out, but it's. Oh, no, actually it is. He is pushing out. Sorry, take that back. I thought it was just gonna, contend the front, make sure there weren't any links there. But the links are here, but there's only 4 of them. Are you from?
Coming up.
Yeah, are you from America, Cyber?
Yes, I am.
Alright, sorry, I just wanted to know. Yes, Spine Wall.
I mean, I don't think 5 spines is quite needed. More like 2 or 3 would do the job.
He's kind of overly reacting from that loss he had last game, I think.
Yeah.
But it's he's definitely safe. And CowInaPie is actually sending a couple of Marines to their death. He's a sadistic Terran player. Meanwhile, we have a lair finished, And it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to try and go for that lurker strat, or if he's going to try and get some Mutalisks. But he has to choose one of them soon, because there's no point having that lair sitting around and not getting any of it.
I mean, he sees no third, so personally, I think I would just go for lurkers to be safe.
Yeah.
Just because they're just gonna all in you.
It makes sense, and he doesn't really need to do anything. He's one base ahead of his opponent, although with Zerg versus Terran, you can...
Just starting. That's very late.
Yes, that is extremely late, but he is getting the Spire as well, so he can get some Mutalisks going. Any upgrades? No upgrades from Terran. He has the Engineering Bite, but he's not using it to upgrade. So it's a little bit of a stale game right now, where CowInaPie have a very weak contain on Arctic, but Arctic is just fine defending, and he has a lot of Zerglings running around the map, running around the map now.
Yeah, he can do this. This is good. He'll be able to counterattack because the rally from the Terran is going across the map. So even if he just sits by and only picks off reinforcements, that'll be good for him too, because he can make mutas and sit behind the spine wall and stay safe forever.
Arctic has
He'd be feeling the liberty to drone.
Arctic has a drone in a really odd position. I think he was actually trying to expand over here, but it's really weird. He's gonna spot. Has he spotted that natural? Yeah, he spotted that CowInaPie is actually taking his natural, and he's gonna counterattack with his Zerglings. This is nice. He's probably gonna cancel this. At least gonna halt the production. Yeah, he may actually force a cancel on this command center. This is really big. Nice.
Yeah. Wall does go up in the main. Another CC started at third.
Indeed. So we'll see if he'll be able to spot that. He's actually taking off the reinforcements there a little bit. He could surround and kill this Firebat actually when it's owned by its own like that. And he's gonna spot the third as well. This is second, whatever base this is, but it's kind of in the third position. So
Tons of mutas coming out right now. I think about 11.
Let's see, he's got 8 in the air, 3 more on the way. Yeah, 11 mutas. That is correct. That's a good amount. And there's not that many Marines because he's been making Mercs and Firebats. So if he can get some good engagements and abuse the pathing a little bit to try and separate some of the Marines, he can take on a fight here.
And there is no factory, so no chance of what's it called, Science Vessel, I want to say.
Yeah, he can actually make Starport based off a Merc compound.
Really?
Yeah. This is to allow a bio player to skip factory tech if they want to.
I like that.
It's kind of weird, but we're trying it out. Oh, well, we have some engagement. I don't think ArticHydra is making the best use of this middle sword. Now he's losing a little bit too many, but he has the Marines to back up. Now he got all the Firebats. That's very smart. But it's just, I was gonna say not enough, but it is. He's gonna get the rest of the Marines, and he's gonna be able to control the sky from now.
And he could even just pick off this third CC, although a lot more Marines are gonna come in, push these mutas back. For now. Lurkers will be on the way soon.
Yeah, he's switching it up, and Arctic is doing well. He just needs to keep the macro going, and he's gonna be fine. He's a little bit high on resources.
Yeah, third hatch down in the right corner of the map.
I know it's kind of good to expand across the map as Zerg in this game compared to StarCraft 2, but I don't know if I like this. Well, it's fine. He's so far ahead, it doesn't really matter. I was thinking if you're this far ahead, you might as well expand a little bit closer to make it more easier to what's it called, transferred workers and stuff. But it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, I would think that you'd be just as safe taking the mineral-only base as well as the base at the very top, and just double expanding off of this.
Yeah.
Because you have plenty of hatches to make drones, and you'll be able to get drones mining over here very quickly.
Are you familiar with a former Starboard player called the Red Bandit?
Nope.
He had a very particular style of Zerg, and he was playing very high level Starbow. He was giving Arthur a run for his money, and he would be super defensive versus any race basically. Well, I don't know. He didn't play the mirror game. He played Protoss in mirror, but he would take bases like Arctic does now all over the place. He would probably have taken the natural first, so he could just defend one choke and get another base for free. But his games would almost always go to late game, and he was really good at just abusing the incredible defender's advantage you had in Starbow. And it was still quite exciting. He wasn't like abusing the game or anything, but it was a very interesting style of Zerg that we don't really see anyone playing now, because most StarCraft 2 players have a very different playstyle, which is cool because his playstyle was very Brood War-esque. But it's kind of cool to see how both playstyles work in their own right.
Yeah, you can still do that in StarCraft 2. It's just most people decide not to because late game armies in StarCraft 2 are very hard to control. Even I have problems doing it most of the time, which is why I don't quite like going to late game.
Ah, I see.
So, I mean, 3 hotkeys is about where I max out. In late game, like, I don't know. 3 in itself is just hard to control.
So we have ArticHydra with a nice little group here. He's going to attack the very defenseless third base from CowInaPie, while CowInaPie is going to try and break the ramp here. I think he can do that with Mercs because they're durable versus the Lurker Spines. So in this case, the Mercs are actually a good choice. They're not supposed to be able to grapple to bird units, although it may be a bug, and they may be able to do so. But this third is going to go down fast. Wow, that was instant almost. Well, he's going to get up there with the Mercs, and the Mercs... Oh, and he doesn't... oh, wow.
Over. Wow.